Let me tell you a story about the best band. No, that would be very obvious to say. About the band that means the most to me. Yeah, that's better. That made me fall in love with them, and I would build the story in, say, chronological way. Kind of for dummies. Sorry, for beginners. Yeah, right. All started when Paul and John met, blah blah blah, Hamburg, and finally their first album, Please Please Me. Brian Epstein, the manager, definitely the fifth Beatle. Man, you can't even understand the role he played in their popularity. Love, Love Me Do? No, that's again so obvious. Sure, single number one with lots of buys, but it's not the song I want to play tonight. I'd rather go with the first that goes first on their first album. By the way, definitely one of the best rock and rolls of all time. Here being Know It All a bit. So I saw her standing there.
Oh, we touch the night, and we hold each other tight, and before too long, I finally die. Now I never touch with another. Oh, and I saw her standing there.
To continue chronology, I must mention their second album with the Beatles. But I won't. I kind of predict Beatle fans' disappointment. Let's be honest, it was nice, solid follow-up after Please Please Me, but their third album, third studio album, is something that not even a Beatle fan has in their collection. I believe that's why many people fell in love with the band. By the way, If I Fell, beautiful Lennon's ballad from this album. But I'd still go with And I Love Her.
I give him all my love, that's all I do. And if you see my love, you love him, you love him too.
My memories from Beatles for Sale start from the gluing the reel with tape. Some of the parts, were torn, so we all listened to No Reply, Babies in Black, not in full version. So how much I was surprised when after managing to get a vinyl, songs sounded completely different. Later that year, my father brought the following album, Help. And God, I needed help. My mind was pre-blown when I saw the track list. And completely blown after I listened to it 3 times, maybe 4 times, in a row.
Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Help me get my feet back on the ground. Ooh, won't you please, please help me? Now won't you please, please help me?
Okay, here we go. Album number 6. Where the Beatles, now let's call them the Fab Four. By that time, they have definitely earned that nickname. Or title, to put it better. Incorporated multiple styles. You want pop and soul? You got it. You want rock and roll? Please welcome. In my thinking, there was an album that was closest to put them on pedestal. But wait for Real Gun, Revolver. That's gonna be our next story. And now let me play you one of the best songs from this one.
Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Well, baby, you can drive my car. Baby, I love you.
Once Ringo recalled, well, we all sat around trying to think of a name for an album, and Paul thought of Revolver. and we hadn't thought of anything better, so we called it Revolver. Every instrument here, there, and everywhere, quoting the classic masterpiece from the album, sounded unlike itself. A piano shouldn't sound like a piano. A guitar shouldn't sound like a guitar. There were lots of things they wanted to try, and starting this LP produced by George Martin, he earned the right to be called the Sixth Beatle.
And in her eyes you see nothing, no sign of love behind the tears, cry for me, a love that should have lasted me.
This album, with the longest title, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, was released in 1967, 10 years prior to my birth. I even kind of felt it. But to be serious, when I saw the artwork for the LP, I already was mesmerized. Not to mention what I felt after I listened to it. The album cover, by the way, was recognized as the best ever by many magazines, as long as the album itself, as you can see on the cover.
You keep sweating by fireside, Sunday morning go for a ride. Don't be out in a week, for more. When else you need me, when else you feel me, when I'm thirsty for.
Magical Mystery Tour. Here I'd like to underline two things. What an album with Penny Lane, Magical Mystery Tour, Strawberry Fields Forever, and a movie. Critics were pretty harsh at smashing the film. Don't get me wrong, I still own the bootleg VHS copy of the movie, and remember spending considerable amount of money paying for it. But the album is a beauty.
Full on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round.
After Sgt. Pepper's album, there were many speculations that would be their last album, so anticipation was huge. When later I found that album, I thought something was wrong with the cover. Maybe it's a bootleg? Especially after colorful previous albums. I even asked my father. He said, that's why people call it White Album. In many ways, what they did, showing the four members are still at the top of their game. They played all possible existing and non-existing genres, that way building the road to new music generation. Pop, rock, folk, underground, different eclectics, etc.
Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night.
This album was the last one recorded, but was released prior to Let It Be. Many iconic music magazines put at least 5 Beatles albums in top 10 of all time list. This one, in multiple service, topped the list. Let's be honest. Abbey Road is my personal favorite. The growing controversy between Paul and John helped George Martin to produce the album like they both wanted, given preference to Lennon's approach on side A and giving McCartney the lead in B-side. Why do I always wear a suit for a concert? Let me put on my Beatles shirt.
You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know.
Let It Be. Of course I do love the album. But the thing that really crashed into my memory, that all over the sudden rooftop concert, January 30th, 1969. The Beatles performed a concert from the rooftop of their Apple Corps headquarters in central London's office and fashion district. The band played a 42-minute set before the Metropolitan Police arrived and ordered them to reduce the volume. It was the final public performance of their career. The tracklist was based on upcoming Let It Be album. The concert started and finished with Get Back.